What's up, guys? Dreamcast Guy here. Well, E3 is done. The dust has settled, and not only have all the commentators been able to do their whole post-3 wrap-up, but they're all home to do their post-E3 wrap-up. I have watched every scrap of footage that I could possibly find about the entire thing. I've watched all the press conferences that have been put online, and just wanted to put my thoughts. I guess my first and foremost thought is, Sony, you did a fantastic job. You timed all your stuff properly. You're not trying to fuck gamers, and your game lineup looks really good. Obviously, Sony's launch is gonna destroy. It's gonna be the console of this year. I'm buying a PS4. Hell yeah. I mean, I was kind of on the fence, and I was kind of like, okay, this looks cool. And they started showing Destiny, and I was like, this looks pretty cool. And then as soon as they announced that Final Fantasy 13 Versus is now Final Fantasy 15, I was sold. I paused the browser, I just muted the browser, I went straight to Facebook, and immediately posted, PS4 wins, hands down. But it was before they even announced the cheaper price tag. If it had been $100 more, I'm just such a Final Fantasy fanboy, I would have had to jump on that bandwagon. Just for that. That just got me. A disc that will have Final Fantasy 15. I'm done. That's it. I'm done. But the biggest thing about this is that how badly Microsoft fucked it up. Every one of their PR spokespeople fucked something up. They said something they really shouldn't have said. Like, you could tell that they should not have. Like, what's his name? Don something, or Don, I don't even want to slaughter his last name, but the guy who officially, he's walking out from one event and going into another building, and some interviewers stop him, and they're asking him about DRM and the always online Xbox One, and they said, so what about people who don't have internet? And he just goes, oh, we have a product for people who don't have internet. It's called the Xbox 360. And it's like, sorry, douchebag. I mean, you're totally going to take the Xbox 360 offline within the next 5 years, so why do I want to buy another console that's going to have a giant expiration date on it? I mean, I might as well buy a jug of milk. It's going to last longer than that fucking console is. So, the other one, though, is that I was watching all the later interviews with Major Nelson. I can't remember what the hell his real name is. The Xbox lead designer, though, and in all the latest, like the last interviews he was doing, like day 3 interviews, he is just pissed. I mean, he just starts shrugging off questions. He just pissed. Angry Joe of the Angry Joe Show just posted his 15-minute interview with Major Nelson, where he's asking really hard questions like, hey, what about people who live on subs? What about people who are in the military? What about people in Afghanistan? What about game developers? There's game developers in Poland who are making Xbox 360 or Xbox One. God, that name just sounds weird in my mouth. They're making Xbox One games, and Xbox One is not even right now slated for certain parts of Europe, so like Eastern Europe. So they're saying, so you're saying these people are now making a game that their friends and families and neighbors are themselves not going to be able to play, because right now Xbox One isn't even slated for release in those countries. Not only that, there's actually there's digital rights. There's like DRM bans in certain parts of Eastern Europe. So how are they going to get around those legal issues? Even Major Nelson just starts going, "Are you a lawyer? I'm not a lawyer. Are you a lawyer?" And it's just like, calm down, dick weasel. I mean, clearly you got a lot on your plate. A lot of people are asking really hard questions that are making your stocks dip. But just saying, your DVR sucks. The big thing that Major Nelson kept saying is, family plan, family plan, family plan, family plan. It's going to make it where you can get a game and your son lives in New York and you live in Dallas, Texas, and the new Halo comes out. Well, you put the new Halo in your Xbox and call them up, bing, 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 on your telephone, because nobody fucking texts, because I live in 1999, and you call them up on your telephone. It's got a wire here, because 1999, and I go, hey, son, I just got the new Xbox, and we're family. You're on the family plan, so do me a favor and play this game. But not with me, not at the same time. No, it's not like that. It's still one person per game. Like, they can check it out of your library. why couldn't I just, mail it to him? Or, I don't know. I just still don't get the whole, other people can access it through the cloud. Like, yeah, as long as the cloud's there, as long as the cloud isn't having problems, as long as the cloud is in a good mood and isn't on its period, then yes, the cloud will sort of work. A lot of the game announcements were great. Ubisoft really, really pulled it down. Watch Dogs was fucking awesome. I mean, Watch Dogs looked really good. The Division had me just fucking... I was freaking out. I didn't know, because I came in like mid-announcement of The Division, and there's just all these dudes walking around this torn down town. Okay. Walking around this torn down town and shooting at shit and just going fucking bonkers and saving cops, and then at the end they're like calling out a smoke signal, and you realize these aren't NPCs. This is clearly like a demonstration of the bro-y shit, we would say. And they fucking call in a helicopter to come save him, and they go, oh, PvP incoming, and other fucking platoons started showing up to fight him, and I was just like, oh, here's my, just take it. It's all, this is, well, I'm broke right now, this is a bad example, but the point is, Sony, or whoever developed that game, yes, that looked fucking amazing. Amazing. And the other thing that really, like, that not a lot of people are talking about, but for some reason just fucking stirred me up, was Infamous Second Son. It just looked really cool, because in the previous Infamous, like, Cole McGrath just seems so like, fuck, I have these powers, and they're awesome. Don't get me wrong, they're awesome, but such a burden has been put upon me. This burden, I have to stop the Destroyer. Burden. Whereas this dude is like a punk rock metal kid who suddenly gets the ability to control fire. He looks like he's having so much fucking fun. He's literally turns himself into a gout of flame and shoots up the side of a building just so he can get the acceleration, and just like flies it off, falls, lands in the middle of a bunch of cops, starts beating the shit out of them, picks up a chain, charges the chain with fire, and just starts whipping people's ass, Ghost Rider style. That's awesome. So few games are really going to try, like, so many games now are trying to be like gritty and realistic, and that's awesome. I mean, hell, I'm playing Metro Last Light right now, and I'm fucking loving it. But I do look forward to a game that's just like, isn't this awesome? The character's having fun, you're having fun, you're fucking Superman. Oh, kaboosh! That's how great it is. That's how good that game is. But that's my rough thoughts. I don't mean to go on for 10 minutes. But just from E3, after watching everything, all the footage, that's it. There was a lot of good stuff. I still don't know how I feel about all this Nintendo stuff. The Wii U, I just can't get on the bandwagon. Like, I just bought a 3DS XL, and I'm enjoying. I bought Zelda 3D, and that's awesome. And the new Zelda that takes place in the same universe. They keep saying the same universe as Link's Link to the Past. So it's a sequel to Link to the Past, possibly, or a prequel to Link to the Past. That looks really, really good. But the main reason I got the 3DS is just because I wanted to go back and play some of the old DS RPGs. So I know it's kind of a waste of technology, but still, fucking 3D stuff. Yeah, but the Wii U, even the new Super Smash Brothers is already all over Reddit gaming, and it looks good-ish. But, I don't know, Wii Fit Trainer, the villager from Animal Crossing, I'm just kind of like, are you guys running out of characters that fast? Buy the rights to Dante or something. Like, get Dante, buy the rights to that shit, and put him on there. Like, clearly, the people who invented Dante don't mind him being cross-platform, pay for it, and announce, like, a new Devil May Cry, and then also be like, hey, remember how Beautiful Joe bought the rights to Dante to spice up an already cartoony, like, beat 'em up? Well, we did the same fucking thing, because Nintendo. Alright, sorry. Told myself I wanted to do a 10-minute video, and we're at 9 minutes, 20 seconds. So, thanks so much for joining me, guys. These are just my thoughts. Tell me in the comments what you guys thought. Agree, disagree? It was a lot of fun. I thought there were a lot of good updates. I wish Microsoft hadn't fucked it so bad. Like, even their own employees at the end just fucking gave up. But anyways, thanks so much for joining me, guys. This has been Dreamcast Guy saying keep dreaming and play some fucking Dreamcast.